Guys, this is podcast 101 here. Yeah. Thank you very much for my alcoholic beverage. Are we live? Are we live? This is live, right?
We're live.
Okay.
Is it too loud in the headset right now?
No, it feels good.
No, I like
feels
it.
good to me.
Oh, I like it. Oh, yeah.
The noise will the volume
This is
blocks
probably
out my own
dangerous.
neuroses.
Okay. What do I put?
Here,
Is
yeah,
there
I know.
Right
Do I
there,
just put
right
it
there,
on?
right there?
Oh, the sweet interns.
Oh.
They're production
over.
assistants now. We promoted them, remember?
Oh yeah,
Thank you for
PAs. Our PAs are going to.
Oh, yeah.
They're no
PA.
longer interns. They're getting paid.
Cool. Okay.
Okay, wait. So you're how old is
Thank you.
in breastfeeding? Is it? I don't know. I had a tough
My
time with
kid,
that. One.
yeah. Well, the first kid, I was boobing it all the time. I boobed it up till 2 years old.
Amazing.
I know. And then with the second one, I'm like, he's 3 months. Like, he's fine, right? Like, are we good?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
I might get a little bit of hate for that, but I just think that it's a personal decision that nobody should judge.
And I'm not judging myself. I think, you know what it is? It's just like, when you have the 2-year-old, it's like the pumping is the
pumping.
because if you work, you gotta plug yourself into this mechanism.
Yeah, like every 2 hours. And I know.
That's my Foley work for pump.
But can I be disgusting and say that your tits look fucking amazing?
Thank you. I appreciate it. For those of you at home, just to get a visual, my tits look amazing.
They really do. They look like bouncy.
They're very bouncy and they're pert.
And
Thank you. Well, they're full of milk.
You know,
Are you thirsty?
I am. And I do feel like the future lies in sort of breast milk will be, something that we all consume.
It could be bottled at this point in the slow food. Isn't that like the one thing that they haven't done yet? It's like there's maple water and aloe water. Like there should be just
I want celebrity breast milk.
Listen, this is something we could start right now.
Oh my God.
Do you
I
have
would
a
pay
receptacle?
So much. I need Lake Bell's breast milk in my mouth.
Oh boy. And this is only 2 sips in of Sauvignon Blanc. I haven't said that properly, but I will say I've been at like hotels for press and stuff where I've been doing the pumping, and then you put it. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna put it in the mini bar for just a second, and then if I forget, like, what if I forgot, and then somebody's like, I have Lake Bell's boob milk. Like, what would that be a thing?
That would be so fucking amazing.
Is that an eBayable?
Yeah, I mean,
like your boob milk.
Yeah, I would want that.
We could do this.
But I do remember how hard it was to get like every little ounce.
Yeah.
So I would feel pretty devastated if I forgot something.
Yeah. I had to do it in London once, and I pumped, and then they were like, just pump and dump, and I was like, because I couldn't get it home, but I was like desperate to get it home. My husband was like, just put it on a tree and like say a thank you to the tree. So I was like on the way to the airport, and this guy's like, all right, where are we going? And that's the British guy who was driving me. And I was like, could you pull over to this tree on the side of the highway? I gotta dispose
I need to nourish it.
I gotta nurse this tree with celebrity breast milk. And he was like, all right, I don't know, you fucking weirdos.
I bet he wasn't. I bet he was like, oh, damn, that's hot. I wish I could.
I wish I was at that highway tree.
Yeah. Hey, so I want to ask you about Black Rock because I loved that movie so fucking
Girl
much.
power. Katie Hazelton.
Will you tell me a little bit about it?
I nearly died on it. That's the fun fact.
Okay, wait, tell me.
Because it was made for like $7. It was made for so little. I mean, the Duplasses will tell you. We all were housed in Mark and Katie Duplass's like little home in Maine, and we made it for like no money. I mean, I almost died. Her dad's like a doctor. He's like, let me help you. I had an asthma attack. It was a whole, but basically we were in Maine and had to, we were swimming they were like, let's do this shot.
That movie was fucking hardcore.
No, it was really hardcore.
I watched it 3 times in a row.
Oh, okay.
And then I made my parents watch it.
Oh.
Yeah, because it felt like exactly. Sorry, I don't mean to take over.
No, take over.
But
This is your space.
but
We're
it
in
felt,
your house.
It's like this is the kind of movie that I want to do. And I just thought you were unbelievable. The movie was unbelievable. Like nothing kind of. It spoke to me in terms of anger,
Sure.
and darkness.
Yeah. No, it was fun to get like dark. I hadn't done that before, and it was like, you had to get out there and like rip throat. It was just like animal shit, which I love and felt really good. It's good to get
So
those
wait,
things out.
so sorry.
Yeah,
I didn't mean
no,
to interrupt the death story. Tell me about how you almost died.
No, so there's a moment in the film where they're like, we can escape, right? And they drop us off, like we swim out, and it was like 40 something degrees in the water, and it just was like, I can swim, but I'm not. We didn't have a test for this moment, so they just like kind of took a boat out there. They put us in a wetsuit. Yeah, it was a wetsuit, and we had full clothes on top of the wetsuit and boots and everything. So it was literally like the middle of the night. The cameras are far away, so they had to get a wide shot. And we didn't have like doubles or anything, so we had to do it. It wasn't like, well, get the like professional swimmer to do this shot. It was just like, we're gonna do it. So Katie, who grew up there, Katie Hazelton, she like kind of knows the waters. And I'm like kind of afraid of the ocean, if I'm honest. And my name's Lake, and it's always been kind of like silly that I'm like afraid of the ocean, water stuff. And I remember we like drove the little boat out there. They're like, okay, here we go. And I was scared. I was genuinely scared. But we jump in. It was so cold that it was such a shock to the system, because with a wetsuit, you got to get wet first and then your body starts to heat. I didn't like know the mechanics of it, but it was completely dry. So you like get in and you start sinking. It's just like you have so much clothes on, and then the ice cold water just like pinpricked down my spine, and I just couldn't breathe.
That's right.
I couldn't find it. I could not find my breath. And then the little dinghy like drives off, and we had a safe word, which was peacock, and because they were so far away, and I was like, it was like the most dramatic thing. And I have asthma, so I was like, I could not find my breath, and we start swimming, and Katie just looks at me and she's like, peacock, or peacock, you peacock, So, and I was like, no, just keep going because I don't want to do it again, and so we just really are almost dying in that, and it's a frantic shot.
Yeah.
So it's frantic for a reason. And then, so then I couldn't recover. My body like went into shock after but I got to the end. Obviously I did not die. I'm here.
I'm so glad.
It was great that I didn't die.
I'm so glad.
It was seriously scary. It was like genuinely.
I fucking loved that though. I was jealous. That was one of those movies I was watching. I was like, man, I'm so fucking jealous that I'm not in that. Yeah, I want to be part of like that kind of,
kick-ass
like female team.
Yeah.
And like,
it felt good. It felt good.
But I'm sorry that you almost died.
Black Rock 2.
The new girl.
The new girl. Like, who is that girl? I don't know.
Please gut me.
Okay.
This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by Osea. Wondering what to gift your friends and family this holiday season? Female founded over 25 years ago by a mother and daughter team, Osea's award-winning cleansers, serums, face moisturizers, and body products give you the results you want. Skin that looks and feels amazing. I recently got to try Osea's new body butter, which, like their now famous Undaria algae body oil, transforms dry skin without being greasy, has the same incredible scent, and leaves your skin soft, smooth, and healthy looking. If my experience is any indication, you can count on your partner giving you a lot of compliments. This holiday season, stock up and share your new favorite clean skincare and body care with your friends and family. Unqualified listeners get 10% off your first order with promo code ANNA at OseaMalibu.com. You'll get free samples with every order, and orders over $50 get free shipping. Gifting is always easier if you start early, so head to OSEAMalibu.com. Use code ANNA. This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by Warby Parker. Warby Parker was founded with a rebellious spirit and the lofty goal of creating boutique quality eyewear at a revolutionary price point. Sunglasses, with or without a prescription, start at $95 and, just like eyeglasses, are available through their home try-on program. You just choose 5 pairs and see which ones you like. I was surprised by how quickly they arrived, which presented me with the immediate problem of deciding which ones to keep. I loved all of them, so you can guess what happened. And not only can you feel good about how cool you look, you can also feel good knowing that for every pair of glasses sold, Warby Parker distributes a pair of glasses to someone in need through partnerships with nonprofits like Vision Spring. Offering eyeglasses, sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams, Warby Parker is committed to providing exceptional vision care online and in stores. So put your FSA or HSA dollars to good use on Warby Parker prescription glasses, prescription sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams. Try Warby Parker's free home try-on program. Order 5 pairs of glasses to try at home for free for 5 days. There's no obligation to buy. Ships free and includes a prepaid return shipping label. Try 5 pairs of glasses at home for free at warbyparker.com/unqualified. That's WARBYPARKER.com/unqualified.
Okay, so Lake,
Yeah.
do you know, I think the first time we met was one of those weird things where we were at maybe in New York.
All right, let me think.
I know you probably wouldn't. It was like a stupid like
Eventy thing?
Yeah, eventy thing. It may have been like upfronts or something like that.
Okay.
And I remember being like, "There's like Belle. I really want to like." Yeah.
What was this?
This was maybe like
Back in the day.
this. I think maybe Mom. It was like the first time we went to upfronts for Mom. And, yeah, I don't know. It was, or maybe it was Comic.
Oh, it could have been. Yeah, that could have been. It could have been the con.
Listen to me.
Listen,
All I remember
upfronts
is
and the con. You know, it's like
yeah,
still
all the
equal.
all the events that we go to.
Very
but,
glamorous. Not glamorous. But yeah, no. It's okay. So that's when we met.
But
But
I-
I've seen you. We've pitter patted in the same
Yeah.
event.
But
Circle.
like one of the things that I'm really grateful about this, like doing this podcast, is getting to know actresses that I really admire. And so thank you so much for
Yeah,
being
no.
here.
This is great. No, thank you. I like that you do it in your house. That's like a good. That's a baller. I was like, oh, we're just going to her house. Like that's fantastic. I want to have my friends just come to my house.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
house is
I know.
very
And
cool.
we're trying out at this new thing where we're doing this in the what we call the mole room because of that massive
I
poster
see this
there.
large poster of the mole.
The mole people. Yeah, so we're trying out something new because we used to do it in the dining room, but now like all these rooms are sort of useless.
Why?
Now
Because
we're trying
this one's good.
It's like big dark couch, a lot of.
But it's perfect for this purposes of this. You've got a lot of fabric soaking up the echo, right? Does it sound great?
I think it
Sounds
really good.
amazing.
Oh, there's
There he is.
I'm so
There.
far away from you this time, though. That's why I can't really.
sorry.
See, you
Okay.
guys have this
See-
great little thing going.
Okay.
You're so intimate. You
Do
guys
you
are
feel
together.
on the outside?
It's okay though. I like watching. Today I'm
Come,
gonna watch.
Join us.
Oh, fuck you.
All right. Don't
You're
join
just
us.
being
All right,
lazy.
no, no, no.
She's the boss.
Lake,
Yes.
can I ask you a couple questions?
Let's get into it.
All right.
And
so these are
action.
These are deal breakers.
Oh shit.
Yep. So
Out
you
of
have
the
to
gate.
imagine that you're
Okay.
single.
Oh.
Right?
Okay. I'm doing it. Hang on. Let me just imagine. Okay. I'm ready.
Okay.
Deal
He
breaker.
wears jeans to the gym.
My husband does that, so I guess it's not a deal breaker.
Amazing.
Okay.
Why?
That's a good question.
It's a
Good
great
for him.
question. I think it's because he don't give a fuck.
That's the best answer ever.
Yeah. He's just like, I'm on the way to work and I'm gonna go punch some bags and stuff, but I happen to be wearing jeans and I don't give a fuck.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So there's that.
I like that. Okay.
Here's another deal breaker. Let's hear it.
Yep. He calls you mama.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's gonna have to be an ixnay on the person. Yeah.
Come on. I couldn't sell you a little bit on it.
Can I hear it?
Hey, mama.
Wait, we're doing it now?
Hey, mama. Yeah.
Is
hey,
it-
hey, mama, I want to pet your pussy.
Nope. Not see. For some reason, when you say "mama" and "pussy" in the same sentence, it doesn't.
Okay. Hey, mama, I want to pet your vagina.
Oh, that made it worse somehow. I don't know where it went wrong.
Oh, mama, won't you give me that titty?
Oh, see, that
know,
that just reminds me of my kid
I
because
feel
that's
like
what my
I'm
kids say to
Justin
me.
Bieber.
Hey, mama, won't you give me that titty? That's literally what my kids say to me, and they mean it in a pretty maternal sense, not in a sexual.
Okay.
Yeah.
His mom lives with him.
Interesting question. I'm gonna say I'm listening and I want to hear more. Hypothetical single person that I'm hypothetically single, because it might mean that, culturally there's a lot of differences, and some people it's very normal that their mom would live with them. And then it would just depend on his cultural background.
There's nothing cultural. He just really loves his mom.
That's a good thing.
Okay.
That's a good thing.
So you're
It's
okay?
not a deal breaker. It's not a deal breaker.
I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I think
Right.
that's nice.
But she does like
How big is the
all
house?
of the chores.
How big is the house? I mean, is there an area
it's a
for her?
3-bedroom.
Okay. 3-bedroom apartment?
Mid-century.
Oh, it's mid-century modern?
Yeah.
All right, now, yeah, I'm open-minded. That means he didn't let his mom fully decorate it. So it means he still has some
Oh no, it's his mom's place.
his mom's place. Okay, so he's moved in with his mom or hasn't moved out yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so that does change the tapestry of the situation. So I would say I'm a little more interested in this guy if he let his mom move into his super cool mid-century modern house that he has because he has great taste and there's a wing.
She's a fucking amazing cook.
See, now I'm in. Does she
And she loves you.
listen, no one's going to turn to, is she Jewish?
Oh yeah.
Okay, then yeah, we're fine. We're good. This woman can live with us.
Okay, I like it.
Okay, good.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's like 2 roommates.
But she's not kosher, right?
No.
Because that's just limited with the cooking.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
No. She's wants to give you oysters on the half shell.
Oh, okay, great.
She's like, will you please marry my son?
Yeah, just as long as there's an occasional charcuterie, I'm fine.
Okay. Penis tattoo?
My husband has that. He's got head to toe and tattoo. Okay. No, I don't think that one needs to ever burden oneself, one being the person that I'm hypothetically dating in this scenario, with a penis tattoo.
Would you get a labia tattoo?
Not today.
Are you sure? Because I've got my kit.
And you got your kit, your lab tat.
My lab kit.
I'm gonna pass on the labia tattoo. Just mainly for the pain of it. If it could just happen, it'd probably be an interesting experience. Maybe a temporary labia tattoo.
We could probably arrange that.
Yeah, like a transfer.
Yeah. Will you take off your pants?
Here, there, I took them off.
Okay, the first time you guys are intimate, he tosses your salad.
Again, back to the food theme. We mean this literally do you mean this in a sexual way, or do you mean a Caesar salad? Hold the croutons.
It could be both, but I think the way that we're sort of talking
Is
about
sexually.
it, yeah.
I'm gonna say yeah, because I'm gonna keep it adventuresome. I mean, especially in the honeymoon period of this relationship that is hypothetical.
So I was asking Sim when they presented me with this idea of the tossing of the salad, which of course I'm 40. It's a term I've heard before.
What is it though? Really?
Yeah.
I don't know the
what's,
ins
the
and outs
origin?
of
Well,
it.
yeah, Chris Rock made it famous when he had that special back in the 90s. You guys don't know what it is exactly?
I mean, I would love a tutorial. Like I would
Yeah.
love like just a refresher.
Yeah,
Well,
Will
when
you
you
tell
when you
us?
toss a salad, when you actually like if you have a salad bowl and you have like salad
Tongs.
tongs,
Sure.
and you're tossing it,
Sure.
Yeah.
just imagine a guy doing that with his tongue in your butt.
See, to me, it doesn't.
It doesn't-
quite.
yeah.
It's like but like donut hole or like
Well, because like when there's like
sticking-
lettuce moving, like what's the moving portion
It feels
of
way
things?
too like
Like this tongue kind of,
yeah.
like movement. Like I
Yeah.
don't
It's
see
moving
that.
all the dressing around to the
Yeah.
lettuce. So
Yeah,
what's happening
but
with
so-
it?
Like, what's the
so
lettuce
it
in
doesn't
the
seem
scenario?
accurate.
Right.
Does that
No,
make
it's-
sense?
you know what? We can't call it that anymore.
It should be like I don't know, sticking your tongue through a donut hole or something. Like
That makes
but
more
then-
sense.
Yeah.
right, something.
Like
Tossing of the salad. I just haven't been able to figure it out.
licking the donut.
Yeah, I was telling Sim
Tossing
earlier
the salad
that
is just like,
that my college roommate asked me about like blowjobs and why it was called that, and she was asking me, she was like, "Do I blow?" And I was like, I was a little like very naive, and I didn't know what to tell her about that. But it occurred to me like, oh, I guess all these terms are sort of geared towards a man's experience.
right?
So like a blowjob is like so he can blow
Like-
his amazing load
Oh, okay.
right into your
Low
mouth.
load job. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So it's more about the load than it is the actual. Yeah,
Yeah, so I still, but
That's
tossing
weird,
the
'cause I've been,
salad,
like-
I
I've
still
been going
don't
like this
quite understand.
on my husband's dick for just like a really long time. He hates when I give him a blowjob because but now I'm learning a lot about blowjobs, so he's going to be really pleased about this podcast.
Oh, good. Like our job is to educate.
Is that okay? That's the main purpose. Okay, so
Yeah.
back to tossing the salad.
Yeah, Sim.
We're still on this.
Yeah, but
I just
still
am
don't
concerned
understand.
about. I think we need to
doesn't make any
culturally
sense.
change.
Should we just retire tossing salads?
I think we can.
I just don't understand. I don't understand anything about it.
Then let's forget about it.
All right.
Let's just forget about it.
All right.
No more.
Do you know
What about
do you
like
wanna know what I
tea
thought,
bagging?
though?
You know what I mean?
Do you know what
That's
teabagging is?
I do.
Okay.
And that makes more sense, by the way.
It
Yeah.
makes perfect
You
sense.
see, it was like that made like. Thank
Yeah.
you, but
Yes.
Yeah.
thank you, like sexual culture. That one works.
I spent my whole childhood like sucking on tea bags. And so now
Was
I'm
your boyfriend
very
like?
prepared.
Your boyfriend was like, somehow I just don't feel like I'm getting anything out of this. But you do smell a great tinge of
Like
hibiscus
Earl
and
Grey.
mint.
Oh, we have a game now.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still have questions about the tossing of the salad.
All right.
Maybe
what
we'll
else?
come
Wait,
back to
why
that.
are you
Okay.
asking me? I don't understand. Like,
Because you're the guy.
Yeah,
you're
because
the
you're the
guy
dude.
here.
I've never done it before. I've never
All
tossed
right. Well,
anyone's
that's
salad.
honest. Hey,
But
look.
okay, do you want to know what I thought it was?
Yes.
For a long time, in fact, until today.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I kind of had an idea too, but let me hear what you're going to
Okay,
say.
I thought that it was like a.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Mom and Dad.
Dear
I thought
parents.
it was like a guy coming in your ass and somehow like messing up all the things that are going on in your intestines.
And then like inside your ass and then taking those items, those like innards out and then tossing them and putting them back in.
That's what I
Is your
that's what I
boyfriend
thought.
a doctor? Because he should be fired from whatever practice he has been.
That seemed the most logical thing to me. It's like, okay, what the fuck does this mean? Tossing of the salad. It must mean
I
that
thought-
there's like
I thought it was like the guy takes his mouth and like goes like all around.
Like motorboating your butt?
Yeah, no, the front like in your like vagina.
Motorboating your vagina.
Motorboating your vagina so that it all like all the like it's all just like like lips on lip, you know, and then it's just like a big like kind of that'd probably be fun.
but don't you think that there could be better terms?
Yeah. Like what's the like what about motorboating?
That's
like maybe
great.
that's
Yeah,
the thing now
for
that we're
sure.
like
It's like downtown motorboating.
yeah, like downtown
It's like
motorboat.
Battery Park.
Oh, you
motorboating.
haven't done that before? Yeah, like Battery Park motorboating. I'm sorry, like you haven't tried that before. I'm sorry, you don't know what that is. Well, listen to this podcast.
Ready for a quick game?
Yeah,
And then we'll do 2 calls. And
it's up to
we're done.
Anna.
I feel like
Do you want to do it or
Tomato,
not?
tomato.
We can pass on it. It's up to you. Do you want to just get to the calls, take a break, and
Whatever
then, or keep
No,
talking
let's-
about,
let's
or we
do
can
it.
keep
Let's do a
talking about
game.
tossing salads.
it's still a mystery.
You
to
mean
me. We have
Battery
not
Park motorboating?
answered
Battery
any
Park.
questions. But yeah, Battery Park.
You know what? The game's kind of I don't know.
What is the
I feel
game?
like-
I
Do you wanna do it?
love it.
I feel like it might. We're having so much fun. It might break up the whole rhythm.
No, the rhythm's gonna get you.
Yeah.
All right, then you guys need buzzers here.
All right.
Lake, do you want a Russian nesting doll or
Yes,
do you
I
want
do.
a tambourine?
No, I'd like a Russian.
tambourine? Okay.
Yeah. What
All right.
do I? Is that okay?
Yep.
That's
So actually, Anna, she's traditionally her record is now 4-10, but she was 1-9 for a while. So she has, I think she's on like a 2 or 3 game winning streak.
nervous. Okay.
So we'll see what happens here. But we're gonna
You'll
play-
probably win. I mean, it's fine.
All right, we'll see. Well, you know what? Her record is not
Dude,
great.
I'm such a fucking Dumbo.
Don't say that.
I will. I'm
Be
proud of
hard on
it.
yourself. No.
Nina,
No,
will you
I'm
keep score?
arrogant though.
Oh, you're an arrogant Dumbo? All right, well, then that works out. Arrogant Dumbo, incidentally, is another sexual experience that I think we should all really get into.
Oh yeah, put a feather in my little cap.
Okay.
Let me fly.
Okay.
The name of the game is Celebrity Baby Name or Celebrity Restaurant Bar.
Okay.
Lake, you have your kids are named Ozzy and Nova. So
Osgood
you've
and
talked.
Nova.
Oh, Osgood. So Ozzy is
It's
the
short
nickname,
for Osgood.
So you've talked about having non-traditional names.
Yeah. I
so
mean,
this
with a
is-
name like Lake, I can't really. I can't be.
So I'm going to give you the celebrity and then the name, and then you're going to tell me if it's a
Is
celebrity
it the celebrity
restaurant
restaurant
or if it's their child's
name?
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you, Cassie. Ryan Gosling. Tagine. Tagine.
Restaurant.
Well, you're supposed to buzz in. Anna, because you buzzed in
Sorry.
first.
Yeah.
Tagine. T-A-G-I-N-E.
It's the wrong game.
Tagine.
Okay.
Could you use it in a sentence, please? I enjoyed the Moroccan tagine at Ryan Gosling's restaurant called Tagine.
That's correct.
Yeah! Whoa! Hell yeah! I'm sorry, Lee.
No, it's fine. Listen, I fucked up. I didn't do the Russian doll dingy thing.
Next question.
Tagine.
Here we go. Frank Zappa and Diva Muffin. Lake.
That's his kid.
That's correct.
Diva Muffin?
I don't know. I
Muffin.
went with that. I took a chance. Diva Muffin? That sounds awesome to me.
That sounds
And delicious,
like there's a
but-
tough road ahead.
Again, my name is Lake since birth. And let's go.
Third question. Robert Redford and Zoom. Zoom. Lake.
Restaurant.
That's correct.
Fuck you.
Lake is in the lead.
Oh my God.
It's 2-1. Jerry Hollowell and Bluebell. Lake.
Kid.
That's her kid.
I knew that. I actually knew that.
3-1.
Sorry. I don't know. Are you being
Why
competitive?
don't you pump into my mouth, you
Anna,
bitch?
you need to buzz. You never buzz in. Why do you
Yeah,
have
well,
to,
yeah,
It's a
but-
50-50. You
I
always
got
just gotta-
scared. She buzzed before me, and then you got mad at me when I didn't buzz. So now I'm like a buzz
Oh,
machine.
was that like mean? When I feel like that was
Oh,
a
don't
little
worry about
mean.
it. No, you're a cunt. But listen, here's what I'll say is that it's all good. We're friends here.
Thank
it's a
you.
safe place.
And you're winning right now, so you should be happy.
oh,
with
I'm
it.
feeling cocky as hell.
Exactly. Zach Braff and Mermaid Oyster.
That's terrible on both levels. A
Anna.
terrible, terrible name for a restaurant.
Anna.
What is it?
I guess I gotta go with restaurant.
That's correct.
Oh, good for you.
Score is 3-2.
Thanks, guys.
Mermaid oyster, huh?
3-2 Lake. Penn Gillette and Moxie Crime Fighter. Lake.
Kid.
That's his kid.
Yes.
Damn.
Moxie, crime fighter. There's another. Yeah, I'm actually okay with that.
I like it. Moby and Little Pine Lake.
Restaurant.
That's a restaurant.
I frequent it. I frequent
Oh,
it.
fuck you.
I'm a dick because I frequent it. It's vegan.
It's pretty much, well, the game's over. We're going to do one for fun.
Okay.
Last one.
Is this bonus?
This is bonus, but you already won, Lake.
All right.
Chef Jamie Oliver.
Okay.
And Petal Blossom. Lake.
Well, it's a double. So we both did it at the same
All
time.
right, I'm going to, Anna, just
Yeah,
because.
yeah, Anna.
Sure.
Restaurant.
It's incorrect.
It's a kid. It's his kid's name. Yeah.
All right,
I don't know.
Fuck.
him.
Lake,
Petal Blossom.
congratulations.
I mean, he's-
Hey, dude,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah. Listen,
Anna, your record is now
I-
4-0.
Petal Blossom, get down from there.
I get to
it's a
continue
kid.
my losing streak.
But it's adorable when you lose.
You're a cute loser. Is what he's trying to say. You're very beautiful.
Thank you.
That look you're getting me.
Yeah, because
You're backlit.
You know what I want to
can't
say.
see her.
Let's take a quick break, and then we have 2 calls, and then we can end this show. What do you
Fuck
think?
you.
I'm having
I
so
love
much
it.
fun.
Fine.
Wait,
Fine.
we get calls?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, this is so fun.
This is so fun.
Oh my god,
How does
you're
this
gonna love
work?
this part.
This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by ZocDoc. Who gets excited about trying a new restaurant that has 2 out of 5 stars? When it comes to finding healthcare, don't ratings matter even more? ZocDoc is a free app where you can compare doctors, read reviews from real patients, and even make same-day appointments. When I finally called to reschedule my dentist appointment, I was told that my dentist had been retired for nearly 3 years. In my defense, parking was a nightmare. Through ZocDoc, I found a new dentist who had great reviews, took my insurance, and whose office was actually within walking distance. I was also able to book an appointment instantly without talking to a receptionist who made me feel guilty about not having my teeth cleaned for 3 years. My new dentist didn't make me feel guilty either, and only suggested I floss a little more often. Whether you need a primary care physician, dentist, dermatologist, psychiatrist, eye doctor, or other specialist, ZocDoc makes healthcare easy. Now is the time to prioritize your health. Go to ZocDoc.com/unqualified and download the ZocDoc app. Sign up for free and book a top-rated doctor who might be available as soon as today. That's ZocDoc.com/unqualified. This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by State Farm. And in honor of their surprisingly great auto insurance rates, I'm going to tell you about a particularly surprising day on set. It takes me a long time to read a script. For almost every line of dialogue, I will stop to figure out why my character would say it, how it fits in the conversation, and how it's going to come out of my mouth. Between the lines, there are larger chunks of text which describe everything else happening in the scene. Maybe what a room looks like, what characters are wearing, and what they're doing. As I often underestimate how long everything in my life takes, I know I can make up some time by reading those larger chunks a little faster. I got the script for Overboard about 6 months before we started production. I read it in my warm living room, wearing comfortably warm clothes, sipping from a warm mug of tea. Somehow, it never occurred to me that when you jump off a boat in the middle of the ocean, the water is surprisingly cold. And it doesn't get any warmer on take 2. Here at Unqualified, we love State Farm because they provide coverage that meets your needs at a surprisingly great rate. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
I'm so impressed that you do write and like are able to create your own characters, your own projects. And it does feel like at this stage in the game where we're at now in Hollywood or whatever, that the only way for people to succeed is to kind of be proactive. And
Absolutely. There's so much, and there's so much like, there's so many outlets for creativity at this point, whether it's like from podcast to feature to different types of television. There's like so many different ways to kind of create that, if you're somebody who's like, I want to do something, there's no excuse. You just have to do it because things are easier to do. You know, it's like people make movies on their iPhones and, they literally do. I just did, I was on the jury of the like Toronto Film Festival Instagram short, like in Instagram shorts. And it's cool. And at first I was like, okay. But, I was watching these shorts and it's cool. It's wonderfully creative and succinct, economical storytelling. And it's like, great. And it's totally appropriate for this current climate where we are in this industry. It's like
What was it like
honorable.
being on the jury and sort of and judging?
It's just it's
But did it? Because I
virtual.
don't know. I might feel like, oh, I feel like so. Like,
I mean, I did Tribeca Film Festival, and that was like features and stuff. And it's really, to be on a jury is really rewarding, I think, because I like learn a lot too. Because you're watching movies, you're forced to watch a lot of movies, a lot of narratives, docs, everything in a span that's like more concentrated. So it's almost like a mini film school for me, at least. I digested in a way that was like different than I ever have.
if I was on trial for murder and you were on the jury,
Okay.
would you find me sympathetic?
I would find you guilty of being sympathetic.
Oh, yes.
So it all works out.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Because I am going to kill. You know that I'm going to kill.
Yeah, sure. It in the comedy world tonight.
So, Lake, before
Yeah.
we forget, we want to talk quickly about I Do Until I Don't.
I Do Until I Don't. It's the major motion picture
It's
that
a major motion picture.
I mean, it's a smaller major motion picture, but yeah.
And it's coming out September 1st.
September 1.
And it's going to be like a
Labor Day.
New York and LA to start? Or
No, there's going to be a sprinkling of theaters out in this country. Yeah,
nice.
we've got theaters up in different states.
So this is the second movie you've written
Yes.
and directed. The first one, In a World. We love that
It
movie.
was so fucking good. And you know, our dear friend
Yeah.
Alex Holden
Yes.
is.
That's
yeah,
right.
Yes.
Okay, we have
yeah.
the Alex Holden in common as well.
yeah.
Yeah, no, she was brilliant and beautiful and moving in that movie. And this movie is a larger cast, 7 main characters, ensemble comedy, 3 couples at different points in their relationship, and all through the lens of this sort of pretentious, albeit heartbroken documentarian who sort of like descends her desperation and big world politics of that she sort of feels that marriage is sort of an archaic institution. So
Listen to this cast here.
okay.
Ed Helms, Paul Reiser, Mary Steenburgen, Amber Heard. That's an amazing
Wyatt
cast.
Cenac, Dolly Wells. Yeah, it's an amazing cast. I feel very lucky. Ed, I wrote it for Ed because I know him and I love him, and he was just intensely right for it. But I tend to kind of want to work with people that I know because it just makes it's like it's almost like you don't have time to hang out with your friends, so let's just like work together.
Like someday, can we work
Let's
together?
do something
will you,
again.
Will you direct
Yes.
me?
Yes,
Will you hire
I'm in.
me?
I'm in.
I'll be the most obnoxious character you could ever imagine. I would love that.
Okay, good. I'm gonna write it right now. I'm gonna go home.
When I talk to people that inspire me so much, I do get I get these twinges of jealousy because it's like I just love it that you're doing exactly what you want to do,
Yeah.
and
It's hard. I mean,
yeah,
it's no joke.
fucking, yeah.
It's like, it's hard on marriage. It's hard on being mommy. It's hard on health. There's a lot that becomes challenging. And people are like,
Can I be your like creepy roommate one day that just wants to suck on your breast?
whoa. I thought you were going to say something different, like just hang out while we make movies and stuff. But
That's a great character. That's all you do?
I need a human breast milk.
we can't talk about it. We can't talk about boobs, like sucking on boobs too much because I will start lactating. And it's just not appropriate in this silk shirt that I'm wearing.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Should we get the calls?
Yeah.
All right. Now, who do we have here?
We're gonna
This is like
call-
a fantasy of mine to like have
You're gonna
callers.
be great at this.
so good.
You're gonna have so much
good.
fun. So we're gonna call Mallory first. Mallory is in Baton Rouge and she is 26.
Okay.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana, for
she's
our
26.
international
Okay.
listeners.
She's an attorney. Okay.
Hello?
Hey, Mallory, it's Sim. How are you?
Hey, Sam, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Here's Anna.
Hi, Mallory.
Hey, Anna, how are you?
I'm great.
She's going
I'm
to
great.
introduce our special guest to you.
Lake Bell.
Hey.
Who's incredible.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, Mallory.
Lake.
Oh my God, it's so good to talk to you. It's been so long.
It's great to talk to you guys, too. I'm doing good. Thanks for calling.
Of course,
Thank
Mallory.
you for letting us annoy you.
Anytime. Y'all can do that anytime.
So,
said
Mallory, tell us why you're worried about your boyfriend's new career.
Sure. So let me just kind of give you guys some background. My boyfriend and I have been dating for just a little under a year. There's a bit of an age gap between us. I'm 26 and he's 37.
Oh, he's old. Okay.
And so before I kind of dive into what my problem is, I want to be sure that I just say this. My boyfriend is a wonderful human being, and I am crazy for this guy. He is just awesome. And so I want to be sure that I preface everything I say by letting y'all know that I'm very much in love with this guy and that our relationship is on a real great track. But
he's a dick.
All that
I
being
get it.
said, yeah. And so all that being said, something's just been bothering me. I've noticed that my boyfriend has become more and more involved with something called video game casting. And so I didn't really know what that was until he explained it to me. But video game casting is a lot like sports casting, but instead of sort of giving a play-by-play or a narration of a sporting event, he does play-by-play and narration of like professional video gamers playing in a tournament, that sort of thing. And so
that's a real thing, right? That's like a real, people are announcing people playing video games.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, he kind of gives a play-by-play as people, move through the game and as they level up and all of that. I mean, I don't really know the technicalities or how it works, but apparently it's a big thing and there's a real community of people that are really into this. And but this wasn't something my boyfriend was always involved with. He sort of started playing these multiplayer combat video games as a way to stay in touch with his friends back in his hometown when he moved to Louisiana to finish his master's PhD program. And so one of his friends got more involved on a professional level with this casting stuff. And when I say professional,
okay,
I want to
wait,
be clear.
I'm sorry, Mallory.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on? Can I just ask, like, what?
Yeah.
This seems like things are okay. He's on the, like, what's the real problem? I just want to
I got Mallory's back here. It's time consuming.
So is it just that he's like not paying attention to her enough?
Well, let's let her finish.
Because I couldn't, it's like, I get it. It's like he's like a major, like he's like a big shot now. Right?
Is he a big shot?
Yeah.
He's like kind of becoming a big shot.
Is he getting paid? Does he get paid like cash for announcing these video games?
Well, that's what I was just about to explain. So he's not getting paid like cash. What he gets is these things called sponsorships from these big companies, and they send him swag like expensive microphones and monitors and jerseys and all kinds of stuff that kind of facilitate him playing the game and doing the casting. So he's not getting like a paycheck, but he is sort of getting a little bit of a kickback for his involvement. But I think if I had to put my finger on what's really bugging me about this whole thing is that, this is my 37-year-old boyfriend playing video games in a pretty involved way. And so, I'm kind of in a career-oriented chapter of my life, and I'm a brand new attorney, and so I'm kind of starting to be more involved with my work. And to me, the video game stuff just feels a little bit juvenile. And so I'm kind of trying to grapple with that and figure out, hey, is this normal for somebody who's a 37-year-old guy? I'm just not sure if that's something that's normal or not.
I mean, my first thing that comes to mind is like, it doesn't sound normal. It sounds pretty extraordinary, frankly, because it's a very like nuanced job. I didn't even know this job existed. So it's not normal, but I mean, it's clearly something he's really passionate about. And if it's not like, I don't know, if it's not affecting the bedroom and his overall attention to you.
That's the question. So Mallory, how many, sorry, like I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
but
it's
how
fine.
many hours a day is sort of spent on the gaming?
And is that his main job?
So as far as like him playing the games, I really don't know how much time he spends just doing it for fun, but like sort of doing it at this more advanced level. I know that he religiously does the casting 2 nights a week. And when he can't make one night, they reschedule him for another night. So it's kind of like taking a shift at a part-time job kind of thing.
Is that his main job? Is that his main job at this point?
I think he's getting his master's.
So he's getting his master's. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, so he's finishing his PhD and he's teaching at the university while he's completing his PhD.
I think
but it means that he has kind of a flexible schedule.
He's making money whilst also going and getting
he's making swag.
Right.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so
he's
I
not
have a
like
question.
Getting cash.
Mallory, so I don't know much about video games, but I know that like ESPN is broadcasting video game tournaments now. People are making millions and millions of dollars playing video games. I'm pretty sure there may be a career somewhere down the road to announce them, right? If people are, it's already becoming like a
Right.
sport. Is there a track for him to actually make real money announcing games?
But should this even be a question, Sam?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I think it's really cool if there's an actual career ahead of him.
Oh, but should the reason that Mallory should stay with him potentially is because he might make a shit ton of money off of the video game?
No, but I do want to say something. Like, Mallory, I just have to ask you, where does it bother you? Like, is it just the fact that it's got the stigma of like your guy is playing video games, or is it genuinely intruding on your relationship and the depth of it?
You know, to be honest with you, it's really more of the stigma, and I'm almost embarrassed to say that because, you know, I shouldn't let a stigma like that intrude on my relationship,
Yeah,
and
'cause
we're
if you
really
love
strong in a
them.
lot of other areas, but it does bug me. You know, it just feels a little silly for somebody who's 37 years old to be this involved with playing a video game, you know? So, I mean, I don't know. That's just how I feel
Let me
about
ask you a
it.
question.
So
I want to
I'm
ask a question to all the ladies in the room here. If you actually spoke to him and you said, look, I think this is a little juvenile. I don't know how I feel about this. Don't you think he's going to be a little hurt? He's going to be, if you told me, and this is my dream and I want to do this, it would shatter me. It would absolutely destroy me.
Also, it's like,
Exactly.
look, the world has changed. It's not just like he's like farting around, smoking weed with his thumb up his butt and playing video games. However, if he does that, that's a different story. But, you know, it's not like he's like, he clearly is like pursuing something that he's passionate about. And the world is different. It's not just video games anymore.
But Mallory, do you also have like, because if I were to tell my parents, I'm just wondering if there's like outside sort of influence. Like, do you feel self-conscious? Like, I don't know how close you are with your parents, but is that like, a thing as well?
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny that you ask that because, you know, I'm really close with my family. Particularly my two sisters. We're all real close in age. And, you know, just as sort of an example, my folks were having like kind of a fancy dinner at our house, like in the middle of the week on one of the nights that my boyfriend typically does his casting. And, you know, they asked if he could come. And I said, oh, no, he's not going to be able to make it. He's got plans with his friends. And one of my sisters pulled me aside and said, does he really have plans with his friends, or is he doing the video game thing? And I realized, you know, I was embarrassed to say to my family that, no, he can't make it because he's tied up doing professional video game casting, you know? So there is this sort of embarrassment about it.
Okay, this is Lake here. I'm just curious because that was actually Anna who asked you about the family. I don't get credit for that. But if there was, because for me, look, and I don't judge you, but I'm just saying there feels like this embarrassment thing, this like judgment about what he does. And by the way, I don't know quite yet how I feel about it, but I feel like if there's nothing going, like if your relationship is great, you love this guy, he treats you well, and you started this whole conversation saying, I just want to say I love this guy and he's fantastic. Like, if it's just kind of you feeling a little weird about the video game thing because of your own issues about what you're judging and allowing your family to judge or whatever, right? Like, if you come into a room and like my husband's a tattoo artist, for instance, it's like my mom is like super waspy and like, you know, very patrician. And if I said to her, like, I'm in love with this guy, but he's like a tattoo artist, like, and I was embarrassed about it, you know, because it's not something my mom would necessarily think I would end up marrying or something. But the truth is, he's phenomenal. First of all, he's a badass motherfucking tattoo artist. He's like the best in his field. He's smoking hot. He's the kindest man ever. And he treats me like a fucking queen. So, you know what? Like, I don't judge, you know, it's like, I didn't know I would end up with a tattoo artist, you know what I mean? But you didn't know you were going to end up with some like super groovy, awesome guy who happens to be badass at video game casting.
Well, and also, it's like, what is the difference between like, say, like somebody who's obsessed with fantasy football?
Exactly. Or Settlers of Catan, for instance.
Right. I just, I mean, absolutely. I mean, I totally hear you guys, and you're right. I would never want something, you know, as small as like my hangups about this to get in the way of our relationship, because I mean, truly, guys, he is wonderful. And
let's go the other direction. Maybe you lean into him, Mallory, hard and be like, you know what? I support the shit out of you with this like video game cast. You're going to be the best there is. You know what I mean? I'm like, let's lean in, like, go for it.
By the way, that's how he becomes a huge sports video game caster.
Follow
With that
your
support,
dreams.
he needs
Do
that
whatever.
support.
Yeah, just
He needs that support.
Do you? You know what I mean? Like you love smooching him, right? Because he's him, and this is part of him.
I think the only thing that the only caveat would be sort of the time that it potentially takes away. And if it starts to take away a ton of attention and time,
Maybe that's her.
I mean, you're young and you should be worshipped and and you should be able to worship back. And so that I think that would be the only thing to maybe
police that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, support.
Yeah.
The whole,
I think so.
As long as she takes care of herself in the relationship, for sure. I agree with Anna.
Yeah.
As long as you're feeling really loved and not neglected in any way or dismissed, because the age difference is a thing, and it can be, it can be one of those things where somebody who's older might take you for granted a little bit. I don't know. This is territory we haven't discussed.
Something
Mallory,
to be aware of.
Yeah, but it sounds like you guys are crazy about each other. Does he? And he treats you really well. Yes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I kind of like the past year has been kind of a bumpy year, ups and downs. And so he's been so supportive throughout the entire year. And like, he's just an awesome, awesome guy. So I would never want something, small, like my hang up about the video games.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And Mallory.
Exactly.
Mallory, do you know what the term tossing of the salad means?
Yeah.
Do you know
Mallory,
what that is?
we were talking about this earlier. I was confused.
And we're trying to clear it up, but I just wanted her to know if you knew what that was and whether you were investigating the true definition, because we're trying to figure it out. You don't have to answer that question.
I'm sorry, guys. I was having a little trouble hearing you. Sorry.
She's like, I can't hear you now.
I was like,
Blink, blink.
But Mallory, hey, listen, we
love you.
Anytime that we're involved with somebody that we really care about, we're bound to be a little bit nervous about how they reflect upon us, especially in terms of people that we love, with our parents, our family, our friends. And I think that this feels like so many other things. I just don't want you to be too worried about the perception, because other people will not be nearly as embarrassed or judgmental about some of these ideas of like video games or whatever than you will be. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. That's really great advice.
Hey, Mallory, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you guys so much for your advice.
I'm
definitely going to take it to heart, and it's good to get outside of my head for a minute. So thank y'all.
Hey, and maybe there's also, a world where you, I don't know, maybe join him or ask him questions about it. You know what I mean?
You know what? I might.
Yeah.
Get involved.
Actually, I just want to say, lastly, I do until I don't. I just want to say there's one strain where there's a couple and one of them has a hobby and the other one's like, oh, I don't like that. I'm kind of judgmental about that. And then the other one's like, well, you want to join me? And she's like, you never asked. And that's all I ever wanted was for you to be interested in my hobby.
Mallory, this is in her movie coming out September 1st. It's called I Do
Until I Don't.
Until I Don't.
It's a comedy. Don't worry about it.
Yes. I heard all about it.
Happy
I'll definitely
ending.
be in theaters to catch it for sure.
You guys are going to go. What's his name? What's the guy's name? Video game.
Oh,
Drake.
my guy?
Yeah.
His name's Mike.
Mike. Listen, Mallory, Mike, let's do this date night style.
Fuck yes.
You
Date
will
night,
fuck
yes.
afterwards.
Thanks,
Big on
Mallory.
going to the
Mallory.
movie, so that's perfect. Thank y'all.
you.
Thank you.
All right, have a great night.
Thank
Bye.
you. I feel like I couldn't give great advice with that one at all.
I thought it was good. I
Why?
think she's.
Well, because I think that it's one of those things that
I thought it was nice that you brought up the family and everything. And when we unpacked it, we realized it was really her own feelings and judgment.
Like she may have some girlfriends that are like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
That maybe they're just fucking jealous.
Yeah, maybe Mike is like smoking hot.
All right, we're going to call.
Hey,
Yes. What happened? Oh.
Okay.
No, I'm okay.
now?
Now we're going to call Elizabeth.
I'm okay because
All right, we're calling Elizabeth now.
Elizabeth.
And she is in New Jersey, and she's 24.
You know, I hate it when you bring up the age.
It's so important.
I guess so.
Hello?
Hi, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Hey, Elizabeth.
Hi.
Anna, introduce our guest.
Hi, Elizabeth. It's Anna Faris, and I'm here with Sim Sarna and Lake Bell.
Hey, can you hear us?
Hi.
Are we?
Hi, thanks for letting us bug you.
Elizabeth?
Yeah, no problem.
Elizabeth?
Liz? Can I call you Liz?
She doesn't like
Yeah,
that.
actually, everyone calls me Liz, so that's totally fine.
Liz.
Well, I nailed it. Okay, Liz.
Liz,
honey.
you had something strange happen to you recently. Tell us a story.
Yes. So it's now been about a week. A week ago, I went on vacation up to Long Island with my boyfriend and his family. And when my boyfriend and I arrived, separate from everyone else, everyone had been drinking and whatever. So it's late that night, and we all are finally going to bed. And I'm just starting to fall asleep when I feel pressure on my shoulder. And I was like, that's weird. So
Okay, you're
I opened
automatically
my
a
eyes,
great storyteller. Sorry.
and-
Go on.
Yeah, I love this.
and it's his sister, naked, sitting on me and peeing down the side of the bed, like on the comforter that I'm sleeping.
Okay, I did not know
In.
that's where the story was going.
So I was totally shocked, and I quick pushed her off because that was my first reflex. And I was like, what are you doing? And she didn't answer me at all. And then she was walking around the room. It was super weird. And she took the blanket that she had peed on
Urinated.
and everything else that apparently she had peed on and went downstairs and put it in the wash. And when she came back in, and she's still naked at this point, I'm like, what is going on? And I'm trying to wake my boyfriend up, and he's not waking up because he's had a little bit to drink too. And finally, I'm like, okay, somebody needs to do something because I have no idea what's going on. And this is the weirdest thing that I've ever experienced in my life. Nope, she wasn't answering me. My boyfriend wasn't waking up. So finally he wakes up and he's like, what is going on? So she is still not answering us and leaves the room. So we lock the door because it was just bizarre. So the next day,
Okay.
when we wake up, she pretended like nothing happened.
Why?
How
And
old
I
is
was
she?
just
Okay.
so weirded out, and I didn't even know what to do or how to act. So at this point, she's been avoiding me, and I'll come home and she's gone. She's up in her room because I live with my boyfriend and his family for the time being. And now things are just super awkward, and
Yeah.
I guess my question is, how do I
What the fuck?
proceed from here? Or do I bring it up? Do I question her about it? Or do I just let
I have
it
some.
go?
I have some questions. Do you want? You go first.
You go.
No, I just basics.
Lake.
Okay, I just want to know how old is the sister? First of all, how old are these people? I just need to understand. You're 24,
Yes.
and your
she
brother. I'm
is-
sorry, and the boyfriend. I do like to know ages because I'm just trying to understand the lay of the land. He's how old?
Sure. So my boyfriend, we actually have a little bit of an age difference, but he's 31.
It's fine.
And his sister is, I think she's close to 30.
So she's his younger sister, ostensibly.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Wow. This is
Wait, do we just let it go, or do you have? You don't. I don't know.
So wait.
why have you said
Yeah. Have you talked to your boyfriend?
just hey, your sister peed on me? Let's talk about it.
Because I understand that your instinct to not actually tell him, because I sort of feel like that would be something that I would have done in terms of
I wouldn't say
well,
hey, honey,
the only thing is that I wouldn't have wanted to
embarrass a sister.
or confuse. I would have questioned myself so much.
Really?
Yes, yeah. Because that's the kind of person I am.
Okay,
It's
okay,
lame.
okay.
I know it's lame.
No, it's not lame. It's a
But I
very
would've been
drastic thing to do.
But I would have been like, how do I tell this person I'm in love with that his sister fucking peed on me?
I would say your
Without,
sister peed on me.
Wait, what's wrong with that? Saying, by the way, your sister got drunk and she peed on me. Then she took tell him the story.
Like, let's talk it out.
I would have been like a hamster, like in my head, like just being like,
did that happen?
Did that happen?
Did I pee on her?
Did I provoke urination somehow?
When she first told the story, I almost was like, oh, this is going to end in, oh, she's a sleepwalker. And like, she didn't even know that she did it, you know?
Right.
Like she was drunk sleepwalking. Because I have a friend who totally peed in his wife's boots.
Yeah.
Like unbeknownst to him.
That's what I thought it was at first too. But like,
the putting the blanket,
clean everything up, it was really weird. Yeah.
So you've never talked to your boyfriend nor the sister just directly about it. Is this correct?
Well, no, I have talked to my boyfriend about it, but his sister has been avoiding us both, and I guess...
Wait, what did you tell your boyfriend, first of all?
Yeah, how did that go down?
Well, I was obviously very upset the next day, and I'm not the type to keep feelings to myself.
Good.
Which I think his sister also knows, which is why she has been avoiding me. But I told him everything. I said, it was so surreal when it was happening. Like, I don't even know how to tell you this, but your sister peed on me. And I mean, he was really apologetic and obviously embarrassed and.
Okay.
Whatever.
We're all kind of like, blink, blink. Like, we're all like, we don't even know how to handle it. It's so interesting.
Do you, well, let me ask you this. Do you think it came out of a place of anger?
Or jealousy?
Or resentment? Yeah. Like what's your gut with the place that it came from? Is it, or is it sexual? Or was it like, what's your gut instinct on it? Because it might not be right, but what would it be?
Yeah.
If you could
label it. Good point.
So I have been kind of grappling with that as well. I really don't know where it came from or if she had just like had too much to drink and thought like she was in the bathroom. Like, I don't know.
That does happen. But traditionally you wouldn't then like take that blanket responsibly down to the washing machine. You know what I mean? It feels a little bit like, is there any like weird kind of like underlying jealousy stuff? Like, can you admit that? Is there anything like that? Like underneath?
No, I mean, up until this point, I thought that we had a pretty decent relationship. Yeah, because he has a younger sister and an older sister, and I considered myself, having a good relationship with them both. But this has just kind of made me like question.
Because what if this is just
everything.
Like she's just like not a great drunk, and she's just like kind of a turkey of a drunk, and she doesn't hold her liquor well, and she had an embarrassing moment. She's super embarrassed, and she like totally thought it was the bathroom. You know what I mean? She was like in a drunken stupor, went to the bathroom like half in dream, peed, then realized like she's sort of like waking up, and she's like, oh my god, humiliated, wakes up in the stupor, takes the blanket downstairs, washes it, then cannot even handle how embarrassing that is.
Maybe she wants to forget about it. So maybe you don't bring it up at all then, right?
No. You bring it up.
To her? Really?
Privately, yeah.
Why?
And you go,
don't
look,
you think that'll...
yeah, because you can't hold shit in, especially if she likes this guy. She's going to be with this guy, this boyfriend. She's just going to be like, look.
She's already so embarrassed. Don't you think that'll embarrass her even
more?
Not
in front of people,
no,
but you say in private.
In private. I mean, I'm sure she wants to forget about it.
Look,
right?
It's very waspy to never talk about these things, and we cannot be wasps about things. I don't think that's a sustainable way of being. You got to just be like, look, we're going to have a weird conversation.
Words of wisdom.
Right? My mom's
like, how important is it to have this conversation? Is this a super important conversation to have?
If this is an important guy in her life, is the boyfriend important to you? Like, is this a major relationship? You can answer that.
Yeah, we've been together for quite a while, and I mean, I would definitely consider us in a serious relationship. And
I say be above board. Like, just get it out. Just like with the be like, hey, can I get coffee with you with the sister, or corner her at a family event and be like, listen, let's talk about the thing that I think you're embarrassed about, which I'm not. It was totally weird, but like I wasn't expecting it. but I've been drunk and it was, I just want to talk about it because I feel like it's like hanging in the air and we're like dancing around the issue.
I would say, Elizabeth, that it would be a very empowering move on your part, like to instead of sort of circumnavigating it through your boyfriend,
Demystify.
To ask her about it and just to be like, I'm so like willing to like totally let this go, but I just want to talk about it just for a second. And I love you. I love your family. I love your brother.
That's good.
No judgment.
Yeah, like it was a little crazy, but I just want to clear the air a little bit.
Safe zone.
Because you are younger, like then there might be a feeling of like, either they may feel like, you're easily intimidated. Maybe you might not be at all, but there is like power control. And so I think that it would be a gentle way for you to take some of the power back by talking to her about it, right?
Yeah, because right now it's like this mysterious thing that happened, and it's like giving it even more weight, and it will fester and fester, and then become weirder and weirder.
Yeah.
Versus just being like, I'm just going to disarm all of this, and just being like, hi, we're talking about it. Nothing scary and weird. We're just here. We are. Like, what's the worst that could happen?
You peed on me.
Yeah, you peed. I peed. I'll pee on you. We're all gonna be okay.
Oh my God. I would love to like see.
Some people pay for that shit. You know what I mean?
I can't even imagine this conversation. I can't even like if you guys were to role play it right now, I wouldn't even know what you would say.
Hey.
Okay. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be the sister, Lake? Or?
Yeah, I'll be the sister.
Okay. All right.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
I thought I was the.
No, I'm Elizabeth.
Okay, you're Elizabeth. Okay, sure.
Peer.
Okay. Wait, what's her name? Elizabeth. What's her name?
We'll call her Rachel.
Rachel. Okay.
Hey, Rachel.
Oh, sorry. Wait, I gotta go.
Wait, no. You didn't get one of those sliders?
Hang on. I'm
Your brother.
Hey, good to see you, Liz. But I gotta go.
No.
Whole
Wait,
Foods is having a sale on
Rachel, hang on,
pinto
hang on.
beans.
Hey, Rachel, hang on.
Yeah?
Please. There's
Hey.
something that I really want to talk to you about.
Okay.
First of all,
I think I just got a cold.
no, Rachel, will you please shut the fuck up for just a second?
Oh my God, you're making me intimidated by saying curse words.
No, listen.
I can't. I gotta go. I'll see you later.
Mouth like a pirate. But listen, this is a little bit uncomfortable, but I really need to talk
I think
to you
my
about
phone
it.
is ringing on
Okay,
vibrate.
all right. Rachel, will you please turn off your phone for just 2 seconds?
Okay.
So, do you remember that night?
I gotta go sew a patch on a jean.
Yeah. All right. Rachel, please
Yeah.
stop. Please connect with me for a second. Please
Liz.
just look me in the eyes.
Oh, but Liz, you're the younger sister of my super cool brother.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you're the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Sorry, I get really nervous around you.
Yeah. I know. But listen, there was that weird
You're
night.
so pretty.
Oh, thanks. Well, yeah. But I did want to talk to you about that.
I want to go cut coupons.
No, stop.
Target.
Rachel, this isn't going to be scary. I just need to talk to you about a couple of things. Have you
There's a sale on Epsom salts. I gotta go.
Okay, Rachel, stop. Okay, look at me.
I'm looking at you.
Okay, now listen. I don't know how, my aunt had massive bladder control issues.
I gotta go pee just talking about this.
Yeah. Anyway, I think there was a night that you peed on me, and I didn't really know what to make of it.
Okay.
Can we talk about that a little?
I feel uncomfortable
because I don't think it's that big of a deal. I only called a podcast
about it.
Yeah.
You called a podcast about it?
Well, no. I just needed an outside perspective, But listen, I don't know if it's
okay.
Truly, it's not that big of a deal.
Oh, Liz.
I love your brother.
You're so
I love
pretty.
you.
Oh, she left. Liz left.
She's there.
Liz, we're in the middle of figuring this out. Where'd you go?
Liz, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Good.
Okay, seriously, let's go.
Well,
What were you saying, Liz?
well, so you pee. I think you peed on me, and
In the what? What?
in the bed.
Say, I can't
And-
hear out of my left ear. and you're on my left side.
Okay. All right.
Well,
turns out, Rachel, you're a fucking nut job.
I heard that. And I'm offended by that. But here's what I want to say.
Yeah?
I'm really thankful that you brought this up because I've been thinking about it and I've been really uncomfortable with you dating my brother because I love him so much. And the only way I can show my affection is if I pee on you.
But Rachel,
and I pee on his other.
No, stop. Listen,
I mean it with really a lot of love. Okay. I mean it with a lot of love.
But you have to know that I want to be your friend.
You knew.
Of course I do.
Oh, thank God. Because we were going to go on that camping trip and I was going to poop on you. And I was like, I don't know if I can do it. And now I know I don't have to do it.
Please don't
Just
shit on me.
You don't want me to defecate or anything?
No.
Thank you. It makes it really a lot easier for me because I can't.
I want to love your brother. I want to love you.
Thank you. Because it's hard to poop on command.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about like a fart just for old time's sake?
Well, I'll consider it, but listen, we could also just make
spit on each other. Is that what you're gonna say?
S'mores.
Or s'mores. Yeah, s'mores can work too. Anyway, look, bodily functions aside, I think you're great.
I like the way you do laundry.
Thanks. Let's kiss.
So Liz, are you okay with that?
Oh God, Liz.
Yeah, no,
Please,
I'm
so
Liz.
sorry. We were the
So
worst.
sorry. The worst.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be.
I loved it.
Well, here's the thing. Will you please, after you talk to her, will you please email me and let me know how it went down? I really want. We all really want to know what she says.
And
Yes, I will definitely send you an update.
It'll definitely come down to, like, in all seriousness, I think, like, your relationship with your boyfriend, and if you want, like, because if you
some people pay a lot of money to get peed on, so I think that the moral of the story is this is a great relationship to be in. And just get into some funky dunky stuff and open your mind.
No, but it might be like,
She's
all
like,
things considered, if you love your boyfriend, I think that it was definitely a very weird scenario, but
it's unique.
Life wouldn't be worth living if there weren't a bunch of fucking weird scenarios.
It's just a string of weird scenarios.
But as long as he sort of understands a little bit and has like open communication with you, things might always be weird with the weird sister. They probably will be, but
it might be a little weird. This has been an extraordinary story though, and the only way it could get weirder is if like the other sister then peed on you. Because that would be some crazy shit. So maybe
and then mom.
Maybe you should go pee on the other sister and just get this whole circular thing going.
Yep, that's true.
All right, this is the best advice of the night.
All right, sorry.
That's good.
Hey,
that's actually
Elizabeth,
good.
thank you.
Thank you very much for calling.
For like sharing this.
That's an
incredible story, and I hope that I just hope that things between you and your boyfriend are good. And
yeah, they're totally fine. I just didn't. I guess I was just wondering, which I feel confident that I should definitely talk to his sister now. I was just wondering whether it's something that I should just totally let go, or that needs to be just cleared out of our space.
Clear.
Yeah,
Clear it.
Yeah. I'm with Lake. I think it's a stronger move. I think that in an earlier stage in my life, I would have been like, just ignore it, just move on. But I kind of feel like it's a much stronger move on your part to establish yourself and to be like, hey, and in a gentle way, as I feel like you would do. But
just knowing you, Liz.
But knowing that, just feeling like you're establishing yourself in the family dynamic, being like, dude, I really like you and I really love your brother. There was that weird moment where you peed on me, and I just didn't quite know what to make of it. And I'd love to just clear the air and talk to you about it a little bit. We don't have to talk that long. We can talk for like 30 seconds. I'll set my timer.
Maybe don't say weird too when you approach her. You know what I mean? Don't give her that. You just be like, look, it was that really like the thing that we're not talking about. It's in the room now. I'm just saying when you like
Lake
you were
is
drunk
wiser.
and you no, I'm just saying like maybe don't do that.
Oh, can I throw something?
Fuck you, Lake.
All right,
Can I
fuck
throw?
off,
Can I throw?
Jesus.
Can I throw a little curveball? I'm gonna throw a little curveball. What if she denies it?
Oh, she totally will.
What do you say?
Oh, she won't remember. She'll claim to not remember it.
So then you just let it go. Then you're like, okay, and then you let it go after that. After she says, I don't remember I don't know what you're talking about. You let it go after that.
Oh, that's so good. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. It depends on how much like Liz
Like
Liz
for
and Liz.
real,
Yeah.
for real. It okay. Like for real, improvise. Like it. I won't do jokey stuff. But like if you're Liz and I'm Rachel and I deny it, what would you say? You ready?
Hey, so Rachel, so I did want to talk about that night that you peed on me. I
What are
know
you talking
everyone had
about?
a lot to drink, but I was like falling asleep and I felt something hard against me, and then I felt like a warm stream, and yeah, I think you peed on me.
What are you talking about? Seriously, what are you talking about? Like that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Are you're trying to tell me that I peed on you?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in this.
Wow.
knowledge.
Wow, Liz. You have quite the imagination. That is hilarious. That's actually weird that you would say that. Anyway, I'll see you later, okay? No, I'm good.
No, Rachel. No,
No, I'm good.
No, Rachel. No.
Liz,
come back.
stop. Like, what are you talking about?
Okay, then you took the sheets, the comforter.
Hang on, guys. I'm coming in a second. Liz is telling me to tell you that. I don't even know what she's talking about. She said that I peed on her. I was like, what? No, sorry. What were you saying?
Okay, Rachel. I don't know. Are you in therapy at all, or
Therapy?
yeah? Have you ever like?
Are
seen-
you in therapy? Because you just said that I peed on you.
Dude, here's the thing: is that
I'm losing my mind on Zoloft right now. So I'm on pills, all of it. But I feel great.
good. Well, I'm glad.
All right, hang on, guys. Yeah, I'm coming in a second. Sorry, I have just a ton of friends over there who don't claim that I pee on them, so I'm gonna go. But listen, Liz, hey, good luck with all the imagination stuff. Looks well on you. I'll see you later.
That looks like you resolved that. It's great.
What if she? I mean, what if she's that much of a hard ass?
Yeah, could very yeah.
I hate.
Did you,
this
at that
woman.
point, you let it go and then you forget about
Then
it.
you let it go.
hate this.
I hate the
Yeah.
woman that I've become.
Liz, thank you so much.
Poor Liz.
Yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate
Oh
it.
yeah, will you please give update?
Let us know. Send me an email as soon as you talk to her.
Oh, did we help at all?
I
don't think we
definitely
did.
will.
I
Thanks.
do think because she's going to talk to her. We did because the moral of the story is she's going to have to like, you know, be confident and talk to her and not like live in this like den of mystery about like not talking about stuff because things are awkward and strange. No, like you got to face things head on. She totally got that. And I think she just needed someone to be like, it's okay. You can talk to her about it.
And don't you think though? Because I think you gave great advice in terms of like her talking to the sister as opposed to like talking to the boyfriend, which is probably another conversation that they have to have. But
I think she said she talked to him. She already talked to him. That's why the thing that was left missing in the puzzle was that she hadn't talked to the person.
But do you think that it's the boyfriend's responsibility at all to confront his sister?
That's a weird conversation to have with your sister. Hey, I heard you peed on my girlfriend. What the fuck? Like,
I think you would though, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're
if you're in love
I'm not
with
having that
somebody-
conversation with my sister ever.
no.
Whoa.
If you heard,
Whoa.
if your girlfriend tells you
yeah,
your sister,
Why-
honey,
why are
your
you doing
sister
this to me?
peed on me.
I can't have this conversation with my sister.
why not?
Why?
It's such an embarrassing thing to have with your younger sister.
Of course it is. But
There's
but
shit.
it
It's
would be
fucking-
like honoring your relationship.
If you like love the pants out of someone,
Okay.
and they're like, honestly, like I had a weird moment the other night. Like you and I are cool, but like your sister, like I don't know, she was like tired or something, and she thought it was the bad. I think she was probably like
So
sleepwalking.
you would
but
put
she
it on
peed.
me as opposed to my.
No,
my
I would
girl-
say to you, like, what do we like? What do you do?
Yeah.
What should we do? This is our thing.
Have you experienced? Do you like?
Has she done this
Can you tell
before?
me the kooky things about your sister?
I see. So you approach it from a different angle, from like a clinical angle.
Clinical, demystify it. Don't make it
Gotcha.
like, oh, this is weird. You're weird. Your family's weird. No, it's just like, we're in this together. You're my boyfriend. Like, this was definitely a unique situation. Should we? Has your sister done that before? And you would be like, I don't want to talk to her about it. I'd be like, I think you should talk to her. Maybe we should all talk to her about it.
All right.
Just the three of us.
I guess you talked me into it. I'm going to talk to my sister.
You're going to talk to your sister about it?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Well, there you go. I don't know.
Should I tell you about the time that she peed on me in Bali?
She peed on you in Bali?
Your sister?
Yeah.
Is this real?
Did she really?
Of course she did.
Shit, I'll talk to her.
And it
about
was fucking
See?
I'll talk to her.
awesome.
I'll
See,
talk to her.
even
I'll talk to her.
friends.
I got it. I got
okay,
it. I'll
now
talk
you
to her.
get it.
All right.
No, but seriously. Oh, that's Sim's wrap it up finger.
Oh, shit. Wait, we can't leave on peeing in Bali.
I know. I know. No, but I do think that I don't know.
What's the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is like open communication.
Yeah,
just
above
like we
board.
were saying.
Be above
Like,
board.
Yeah, and that's been a tough thing for me to do.
I know. It's hard.
You know,
I do.
you know me so well.
No, I just everybody is. It's hard to be like completely transparent without like passive aggressive, and like there's relationships are fucking hard.
It takes like I think that's been like one of the things that's been kind of great about getting older. One of the very few things, but the idea that like, all right, I don't have time to waste. I want to be confident in my communication, and I wish that I had been able to do that in my 20s.
I think it is far more destructive to hold back than to deal with whatever scary business it is to be above board and to be honest. Because no matter what you say, it's like it can only get more destructive the other way. It's like repression and like keeping it in and then not talking about it and then festering is like how
I think
a
that's
recipe
easy
for
for
disaster.
women, right?
Yeah, we'll just like anyway, I'll gloss over that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the best relationship advice, I guess, is therapy, and not just couples, but like on yourself.
Will you be my therapist?
That's what this is.
Lake, thank you so much for
Thank
like,
you
being here.
for having
Thank
me
you so much.
in the mole den.
Yeah, I know.
Thank
I want
you.
to be
Very sexy in
above
here.
board and below board
Okay,
with you.
bringing it right back to sexual behavior. Okay,
Good night, everyone.
good night. I gotta pump.